being very late today. I was kind of distracted. That seems to be lagging out. Is it lagging out? It's just my computer. Weird. So we'll put the task manager, let's see. We're using more CPU there for a second. Why? The stream ads, I guess. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, so we are cracking on with some stuff today. Well, as usual, we will do a slight recap on everything I did whilst we were in the offline mode. I mostly worked on these two systems. There's actually a few things here. It's pretty much the same in both of them, though. I'll show you. It's easier than go through the code. I mean, the code is pretty straightforward. We added some new systems. So we have this brand new achievement system with, I think it's 34 achievements here. Currently, it doesn't tell you how to unlock them, but you can unlock them all apart from these last two. These two are still being programmed. Everything else does indeed work. We also have this nice fancy stats page, which tells you exactly what you've been doing in the game, from all the coins you've earned to all the floors you've won. And we've had to add a reset button in there for both of them. Just makes things easier. But take note, I need to update this. I actually had it on the right page so I could do this when I started. Created. But anytime you download a brand new version of the game now, at this stage, your stats and your achievements will be completely reset. And that is just due to the fact that I'm still working on the code for them. So I've had to hardwire in the system to say, hey, completely reset these, because I was getting to a point where every time that I would run a new system, I'm having to check my camera now. If I was running up a new system, whenever I was trying to test things and I would change things slightly, if I changed the name of an achievement, it would completely bug the game. It didn't like the fact that the game was trying to use an achievement that didn't exist, because the system basically sets up the achievements and then loads the save file to see what achievements it is you have. So when you load in and I put a new achievement in and it's not in your save file, it will not load that achievement up. It will try to load the old achievements that you don't have anymore. So I need to come up with some slight tweaks, to be honest, to fix that. I look good on camera now. Cool. The next thing that we've actually worked out is we've actually got custom controlling. So you can now change your buttons around. You can put them upside down if you wanted. However, what you'll see is if you ever set yourself up in a position where you've got a button that isn't defined, you can exit and it will tell you you've got them set. Just because I realised there was a problem that if you, for instance, do that, there would be no way for you to get the pause button menu back up ever. So if you did it in your game, you're stuck. We've also added the controller. Admittedly, this only works for the gameplay. You can't use it for navigating menus yet, so take that in mind. It's controller and mouse currently. I'm still working on that system. We've also added... Oh, look at that! We've got text boxes! If you press space, it'll actually speed up the load rate. You can then flip through your... Oh, why are my controls not working? Oh, am I in? Oh, it's crashed. Something's gone wrong. For some reason, I lost all controls there. I've lost my controls. There, it's working again now. So yeah, you can flip between options. This is essentially just asking you to watch a tutorial, and he will talk you through the game. He'll teach you all your basics, clean blood stuff up, what tools you need. It's mostly just so I can have a demonstration on my text boxing. You can see there little arrow at the end because it's not done, so it will all slide up the page and load a bit more. And blah blah blah. Talks. We also get another one now if you enter the shop. You first enter the shop. It's welcome to Sergeant Bad Shop's shop. Would you like to use Sergeant Bad Shop's shop? Would you like to you click shop and it gives you the shop option. And we've also added a little cross here now, so you don't press space to close the same one. the codes by the cross. And that is essentially all I worked on. Oh, there is the NPC. There is a new NPC. I introduced you, Skelly, little skeleton friend. He will attack enemy NPCs. So the wizard, the actual party will attack them. He is friendly towards you, and the party will also attack Skellies. On average, I think if you put in 4 Skellies, they can take down an archer, but they will lose a skeleton in the process. So, it's all right. I mean, it's a skeleton. He's not got armor, so my stream crashed. No, that's just. I just didn't have it. No, wrong one. That one. There we go. Just so I can see my chat. Anyway, so today we are cracking on. Today, as we will see... Oh, I've not got my Firefox up. I need Firefox because we need our dungeon cleaner. Look at art. If we go to our logs, edit game. Keep one down, keep it down. Oh, we never released 110.1. Oh well. We are looking at the nicer things. This is essentially where I'm going to start adding a few of the features people have suggested to me based on their feedback from playing the game. It's going to be all over the place. But I already know what the first one is that we're dealing with. The first thing we're going to deal with is the coins. Because currently, if you go above a copper coin, copper, then what it'll do is it displays a copper coin for 10 seconds, tells you how many copper coins you have, and then it goes to the silver coins, tells you how many silver coins you got for 10 seconds, and if you've got gold coins, it'll then go to the gold coins, and then it recycles back around to the start and just keeps going through it. So you could be, if you're trying to wait to see how many gold coins you have, you are potentially waiting 20 seconds just to see the coin value come up. So to stop that, I'm going to now change this system to only display the coins at all times and show you exactly how much gold you have. It will also, I want to change how the shop deals with coins. Why is that 75%? So rather than it now, our current system is that if it gets to, over a silver, say if it gets to 1 silver, 10 copper, then it actually just ignores the copper and only charges you the 1 silver. But it still knows there's 10 copper there. Then when it increases the price again to 1 copper, 40 silver, other way around, 1 silver, 40 copper, it'll still only sell you for a silver. Then it'll go up to 170, it's still a silver. And 199, it's still a silver. And then when it goes up over to 2 silver something, then it starts charging you 2 silver. So I'm thinking that essentially it was a stupid idea to do that, because it means once you start dealing with silver coins, you're not interested in copper anymore. So you'd never want to see it. Same with once you get to gold, you don't want to see these two anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the system completely so that when you're actually looking at your coins, it shows you all the coins at once. And then as it advances, it charges you all coin values. Top bar. So draw. So gold. Display. Yep, see, so it's got this display thing here where it consistently cycles through, which I don't want anymore. If cycle is greater or equal to 60 times refresh value, so how many seconds is in refresh, then you update that and then delete that. If display is ever greater than 3, then do that. If it has this one and it's greater than 1, display equals 0. Yeah, see, so all this bit here about displays and such can go away now. We don't want it. I don't want the display. I don't want the cycle. I don't need any of that. What I need is to first off get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. All of this. This. And this. Because all... Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Because all of this is about to change. So I'm actually going to drop all these down where I know they're going to go back. What? Right, so they're all displaying in the same spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that. Wait. No. That one stays the same. That needs to be a Y. This one's going to be a minus. Oh, there's one other thing we need to do as well. I forgot to do. Whenever we start playing the game, we always come into here and we go back to 0. And we put this to 0 as well. So that way, whilst we're testing things, we don't need to worry about music or having to complete a floor. This is still going to pop up and ask us. We're just going to say no. Okay, so we did that wrong. It shouldn't have been Y, it should have been X. What the hell's that thing? I'm guessing that's all the numbers all jumbled together. Right, so let us go back to our top bar because we messed up there. Right, oh, shit, no, keep that. Right, so I want this to go further right. So what, we'll add 128 on. So that's what, 640? Wow, that was slow. That still needs to go over further. So yeah, get another 64 in there. I'm actually thinking of making this bar slightly longer, to be honest. I don't have it touching, so I have plans. I have big plans for this. Yeah. Stretched. Width is what? 4.5. 5 times 64 is 320. Oh. And it's 64. So I want to take it back 32. So that's 480 it wants to be on. So all this will make sense momentarily. Trust me. Trust the process. Oh, something's gone wrong. Oh. Trust the process. I have a plan. I am a man. I have a plan. There we go. It fills the full area now. Right, so 64 plus 32. So this first one needs to be 64 plus 32. So add 64 is 704. Now add 32 is 36. 36. Run. Random. Cool, it's in the right spot. However, what I also realise is I need to add some more to this to begin with. Let's get this in working properly first before we start doing the code. I'm rushing. So 64 plus 128. So I want to add 2 new symbols to this. So 128, so add 8 would be 200. So 320. 5 times 1, 64, I should have realised. Right, so next I want to duplicate just this end one. Copy by a cut. Cut off that little bit there that we made by mistake. doesn't really matter where we put it since it's overlapping that one. So now what we want is we want to move it over 64 pixels exactly, which is there. Now I want to get white, grey. I just want to make it lighter than that. So let me make it lighter. Brightness. There we go. That's my gold. There's my platinum coin. Now we'll have one more shape, if the shape exists that I'm after. Don't think it does. It does not. So we may have to draw it by hand. That's okay. I used to draw these a lot in school. Make this dark blue. No outline. I'm going to duplicate there. I want to flip it. I need to get two ends to line up. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's that. You know what? Let's not do that there. Do a new coin thing. 64. 64, so that way I know it fits. Degrees. Well, I told you in the last one, I don't want to have a bloody outline. Why is it so hard for you to understand this? Cool. Right, so that's them two. Now I'll merge them. Get this as central as possible. Right, so from here, I now want to get another. Let's say it's about there. So no, let's not do it like that. And you go to there. You go to there. Ooh, that's too high. It's there. Like so. And that needs to actually come over more, to be honest. Oh shit. Alright, I thought get some there. And we'll work across. Oh no, I still don't like that. Can I get this top one to do? There? How does that look? It's alright. Cool. Right, merge all these. And delete everything from beyond the halfway point. Now duplicate and flip. It and flip. Stick the two together. That is diamond. Not a paid diamond. As I've said before, this game will never be a pay to play. Well, it won't be paid to play. There will be a paid version eventually. But once you've paid for it, that's it. You own it. I'm not going to charge people for version 2. Well, I will be charging people for version 2. I won't be charging people then to get every additional version after it. Use my... Oh, no. I'm behind. Thank you. Standard diamond colour. But it is a gem. It represents gems. It's a Chaos Emerald, which is blue for some reason, because yay. Because Chaos Emeralds technically aren't emeralds. I believe they're quartz. It's the only thing that makes you take on all those colours that it wants you to do. Oh, my back is killing me. Control C. Let's go back to our coins. Try and get it to line up with the middle of this. Looks like it's the middle. There we go. File, save as, PNG, coin strip, 5. Right then. Now, sprites. It's in shop. This coin in shop. It is not in shop, so then it'll be in HUD. There it is. Import new version of the coin. Yes, we're losing our symbol, but it's necessary. So top bar. You are now in the correct place as far as I'm aware. Right then, and I want you to then draw this over that. 7, 6. You drawn in the right place? I mean, it looks like you are. No, it's not. You just come over further. I've got 32 to look at that. I'm actually going to make that 6 to begin with. 36. So they're actually drawing on the same spot, apparently. We'll see where that's put it. 5's there, so lined up with that. It should be lined up with that. So it needs 32 adding on. 68. 68. Nope, it needed another 32. So 7,800. 64 greater. No? 32 less? What was it for? Oh, shit. So I added 32, so it must be 16? So 74.84. Yeah, sweet. Let's got it in the middle. Literally should be center. Just now going to move it again. For sake. Let's take the 16 back off. 78, 68. So that's lined up. So I am thinking for this, I might actually change the size of the font. It may be. Anyway, if global.coins is greater or equal to 100, then it's going to do this one. See what I'm getting at here? So that way, if you've only got copper coins, you'll only see a copper thing. But if you've got silver, it will show both. However, for now, because we're doing alignments, it shouldn't be too hard. It should just be 64 less than that. So let me get up my calculator. Always useful to have. So what we got? 736 minus 64. So it should be 672. Nope, no one. This one. 672. And we'll take 62 off that, so 704. And then we want to minus off 64 again. So this one should be on 608. And why is the difference here? 2. That's just plus 32. So 640. See. Stick another 2 zeros on this. Wait. Yeah, it's modding. Yeah. 100. Yes, plus 2 zeros. 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to do it? No, I don't think that is going to do it. And I've realised now it's not going to do it. I need to change it to have something like this. But we'll work that out in a minute. 608, so minus 64 again. 544. 544. Image is number. Wait, no. That was correct. This one should be 544. 544. Image should be 3. Your image should be 4. Minus 64 again. It's 480. Cool. Now got this other one, 704. 704 minus 64 is 640, which I've got. Then it goes to 576. 576. Then goes to 512. So it should now all be aligned. Nice. It actually looks like it needs to come over slightly, and I'm correcting thinking I do want the smaller text. So what's my other one? It's size 16. Let's just see how that looks. Let's see, so that looks better. It's too high now. So I'm going to add another 16 onto all of these. Let's see how that looks. So it's 48. Let's just add it to 1. Just wait, no, that's wrong. It's on this one. Let's add this to 40. Wait, plus 16 would make it not 48. That would be 42, 52. Let's see how that looks. It looks okay. Looks out of place, but it looks okay. So the alignment here is changing on all of these. You may adjust down the line, but for now, this will do. Right then, so now we need to adjust all of this. Ugh, there we go. We need to adjust these so that the numbers add up correctly. Right, because what we need is we need to divot by a set amount, then we need to mod it by a set amount. So the coins div by 100, so that knocks 100 off it. But then you mod it by 100 so it comes to less than that. So yes. So we need to bracket this. So the first part is correct, I think. So I'm going to bracket all this again, just so I know it's correct. And now we need to mod 100 all of them. So that way it brings it down the number of zeros it needs. And then it takes off any of the top bits. Right, so if it's greater than that, do that. Wait, I did it the wrong way around. Did that way, then that way. And this one is just that. Right, so that's if greater than 100, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. Okay, so that should display correctly now. Should only show a copper coin. I'm going to go, oh, we've missed a bracket somewhere. Ooh. Put the little bracket in. Yes, so now it should only show copper coins. Once the player gets to silver, it should display the silver coins. Now, let's just give that a quick test and have a look. See, that's not quite aligning. Let's come left a little bit and up a little bit. The left part is the thing that I want to do the most. Can you even go over 100? No, you can go up to 2 silver coins to start with, can't you? I might actually push the water bar and the health bar out slightly. Right, once we've got this in and working, the next thing we need to work on is controls. It was something that was highlighted to me not long back. Essentially, when you come to the edge of an object, oh no, actually, let's take a quick shot. When you come to the, why are you not going up? There we go. I've really got the big back today. Yes, when you come to the edge, say that this object, if I'm pressing diagonal onto it, as you can see there, oh, you approach the deck, oh, it just stops. Because at this stage here, what it's trying to do is this character is trying to move that way. It wants to move to that space there. And the game's saying, hey, there's an object there, you're not moving. I mean, if you get to here, technically it's doing it for this entire side, so that pixel there is trying to get to there. So it's like, no, you can't do that. So what somebody's asked is there a way I can set this up so if there's a solid object there, it just disables that direction? So if you're pressing diagonal, like I was there, if I was pressing up and left at the same time, and that object's on my left side, it disables the left button, but not the up button. So that way it can try and skirt around things. Oh, look, we just unlocked our first achievement there. Must have just cleaned up 10 blood puddles to get puddle blood. We've also unlocked the first blood achievement. I mean, that's just clean, single pack of blood. It's quite simple. But those achievements, that is the start, because it means now only once we port this to Steam, we've already got the achievement set up. It also means that when we, if, and this is a big if we go console, we've got trophies and achievements already. And we're about to hit silver. There we go. It's giving us a silver coin. Cool, and it's adding up right. So I want to move those numbers over slightly. I'm thinking like, I don't know, 2 pixels. Say 2 pixels. If anybody else notices that it's not quite aligned and it needs moving over, or anytime we do a test, if I see that it's not lined up to how we want it, then we'll adjust. Anywho, we need to start working out how to do this control system now that people want. So let's have a look how we currently work. This is going to be a nightmare as well because it's actually a double control system. It's not just controls, it's also the controller. So, how can I do this? Right, so you're trying to move in that direction. If instance is in that direction, instance place, if it's in the direction that we're trying to go, if it's any of these objects in the direction we're trying to go, it just denies it. What I'm thinking is, if instance of one of those is in direction of yeah, if I set this all up and just say based off the Y, if object is in dia x this, and it's this, then make dia x 0. And then do the same thing for the Y. Yeah. So I'm going to copy this out. Hopefully this works. I'm going to paste it there so I can see it still. And so we need to get rid of that, which means get rid of 2 of these. Let's make all this tight again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then delete that. See, we don't even use this bit anymore. Oh no, we do. We use that for doing left and right images, don't we? No, wait, no, we don't. We don't even use this bit. What is it used for working out where the blood is? And I don't know what that is for. We're just going to do that. Okay, so this one's going to be for X. Then we need a second one for Y. So let's place a second lot here. For Y. So what I need to do now is go through all of this and get rid of anything added onto Y on the first one. And get rid of anything added onto anything added onto the X in the second one. Oh, no, that should just be a Y. Go over there. Thank you. Why did I get rid of the Y? I don't want to get rid of the actual Y. It means get rid of everything but the Y. Okay. So, why? Yeah, I don't understand why people are moaning about this anyway, because I can fit through all these gaps when I'm doing it. I mean, I was doing it with the big goblin. I shrunk the goblin down by what, like 15%, I think, overall in the end, so that he could fit through smaller gaps. Yeah, I can still manage to get in all these gaps. But yet people still say, "Oh, it's hard." When you're being chased and you're panicking, then you don't make it through the gaps in time, and then you get died. Yeah, simple as. Don't panic. Learn to stay calm. Shit. Fuck. That's not what I want to click on. It's this one. So let me check these last two, make sure there's nothing extra. See if there's an extra one on this line. Cool, so that's that one done. And this one, it's the same thing, but now we're deleting the X side. Fuck's sake. Maybe two up to here. Get rid of these X's. Right. Because this will. Straight again. Right now, the question is why do you go for this? What's the plan here? Okay. So what I'm thinking is, can do that there. Is now we've got this. And here. Because whereas before it was saying, hey, check these directions, and if there's something in the direction you're trying to go, block them. Now what I'm trying to do is say, hey, don't block them. In fact, still let them do it. Carry on trying to let them go that way. Because now what he's doing is here he's checking the X direction, saying, hey, is there something this way or that way that's going to block me? If there is, then underscore dire X becomes equal to 0. And the same thing on this one. So if something is, oh no, it should be X, it should be a Y. So if something is trying to block you in that direction, then get rid of it. But now it's checking in two directions. So if you're there, you're here, you're trying to go that way, it's going to see an object there and give you 0x. But it's going to see the object that way and see 0x. But it's not going to see an object that way, so it should still give you a Y. So you should be able to slide around the object. However, I guarantee people will still moan about it because people love to moan. Oh, why have my controls been disabled again? Can't move. Huh. Right. Because if no object is in that direction, it should be if there is an object in that direction. Need to get rid of all the don'ts. These lines, so it realizes, hey, this is a space. Permitted to do it. Whereas before it was a case of, hey, if there's nothing in the way, then do it. Now it's a case of only do this bit if there is something in the way. So that it should be executing the commands all times. Is that all of them? Just 1 free. Yep, sweet. So hopefully this works now. Hopefully we have the ability to now move around. No, I don't want to throw, thank you. So, yep, can move. And, oh, look at that. Now nothing's actually blocking us. We can freely move through objects. Why? Why can I freely move through you? Oh, because these all need to be ores now. Looks like. Right, just copy this. Note. Add. Edit. Find and replace. And replace with or. Replace all. Close. Select all, copy. Paste. Paste it with this. Because what the problem was, it was saying, hey, this and this and this and this need to be here for this to happen. Obviously, you don't. You just want it if one thing's there. No, but now it's there's a room with no furniture. No, still not blocking me. Why are you not blocking me? Ah. Right, that's not going to work like that. You are going to have to be super long fucking command, which is something I was trying to avoid. There are ways around this. I think I know a way where you could use an array and say, hey, check it against everything in this list. But this is a way I know it works in a minute. Fuck. Oh, because I didn't put an ore in there. Yeah, so what that essentially was doing was it was running the first one like, hey, yeah, there's something blocking. And then when it run the second command, it's not able to see anything because there's nothing there to block. So that's what you get for having two lines. It works for ands, but it doesn't work for ors and no furniture. There's furniture in the next room. There we go. Look at that. There we go. So now you slide around things. Hopefully that'll stop people moaning. That coin is not central with the numbers still. So I'm going to take another 2 pixels off each one of them. Set up. Top box. Draw. Draw text. Draw text equals 4. 7, 2. 6. 2 and 8. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. Nice. So that's our coins. Well, our stuff worked out. Now, as well, we need to change one of the achievements. It's in the achievement actual folder. Because there's one in here for having max money, all the money, which you don't get anymore now. One. Right. Did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. That I know. I definitely didn't spell that right. Yeah, I missed the I out. It would have been easy to know. So 1 platinum. So update that now. No. Create. Where's the achievement? Oh, it's the achievement tracker. Achievement tracker. Here we go. All the money. It's no longer called all the money. It's called 1 platinum. And it shouldn't have been based off all of the. So what the fuck was I thinking here? If over that is... Yeah, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, that should have been that. Global.coins. Right, so that is copper. 10 copper, 1 silver, 10 silver. 10 copper, 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold, 10 gold, 1 platinum. You earn that in game, you don't earn that based off your stats. DS replace. One platinum. 1 platinum. And then you got the achievement box. I can't remember how this works. Functional update achievement. How does this work? If you get it, then it adds to that. It also adds the achievement queue. Adds 1 platinum. Steps. Create achievement box. On the queue. Yeah, so it should be the same title. Cool. And the achievement viewer. This one needs updating. All the money needs. We call that. Cool. So that now fixes that achievement. But as I'll show you here, this is what I mean by different versions. As we see, my last version I played was 1.11. So when I come into this, because what it's trying to do is it's trying to look up information on this achievement here, but there is no information on that because it's created the achievement list with the... Oh, is it? Yeah. Because it creates the achievement list with the 1 platinum, but then loads my old achievement list, which doesn't have that achievement on it. So it immediately breaks the game. But a quick fix for me now is if I just click reset, it should fix it. No, it did not. What? Achievement view, line 2 in the draw event. Achievement view, draw event, line 2. I can't find it. Definitely should have found it. If I go into the menu and I run this pause thing, then pause. If I run the reset, new quick stats reset, and then achieve reset. Achieve reset. So it's still trying to load a file that doesn't exist. So now it should be fixed. There we go. It's one black. Cool. And now, if we come back into here, done my tutorial. I want to unlock my first achievement. As you see, look, slide along the stuff now. First achievement, first blood. Cool. First blood. Sweet. So that's that. And so you see, we earned 6 coins and we cleaned up one blood. Our highest score so far, 1620. Alright, so next up on our things to improve the game, because people want things to work. And we've had a few suggestions. For those that have been playing it, the next thing they want to see is if we put our cursor over these, that it tells you what to do. So if I'm on one of these ones, then it put a little box over here that says, hey, do this. And if I put it on this one, it puts a box on the other side. All right, you can't see my screen because I'm putting the screen. Yeah, so if I'm looking at the ones on the left side of the screen, it puts a box over the right side. And if I put my cursor over the right side, it puts it on the left side. I mean, there's enough space that even when you're down the bottom, there should be enough space for it to say, hey, yeah, this is what you have to do. So what we have to do now is get this to draw stuff and then get it to explain, hey, you unlock this by cleaning up one mess. Clean up 50 messes, 500 messes, 1,000 messes. I mean, most of those are simple. These ones are just clean up. Make it, I think it's the first 3 is to do with cleaning up blood. Then tough stains, webs, scatter bones, burn your bags. Personally, I don't think it's something that really needs to be done. I mean, I think it's fairly self-explanatory. I mean, healer, apothecary, and plague doctor. I mean, clearly that's telling you to heal. Or smithing, blacksmithing, and master of the forge. So that's telling you you need to do some like kind of metal work, which the only kind you can do is repair your armor. First day of the dungeon, first day, the real dungeon. Are you still playing? That's basically playing the game. 100% off a single of a floor of the floor. The only two that people would understand is those two because they're not installed. No, I'm trying to remember how you do this. What are they? Beat the GM is you have to beat my high score. This is that I've not set a high score yet. So, and the perfect game. What was the perfect game? I can't remember what the perfect game is. The 100% of the floor is complete floor. I can't remember what perfect game was meant to be. Oh, perfect games unlock all Uber trophies. Yeah. I guess I could add that one now. I kind of know how to. It's just the GM one that you can't do. If we come to the tracker. No, not the tracker. The queue. Alright, if no achievement box exists, do that. Right, it creates an achievement box. On create. Alright, so what I want you to do, if global dot player achieves how can I check if the total value of everything on the DS map? No. If stats dot, I think that's how you do it. Achieves is equal to 33. I think there's 34 achievements. Is that how you do it? How you look at? I don't remember how you do this. We had it on this one when it was checking value. Yeah. Right, yeah, here we go. Do it like that. Achieve box. If DS player stats and its key count is equal to, I can't remember how many achievements are. That's the problem. I'm going to remove some of these spaces now so that way we can get a quicker swap. Oh. Oh, that's not going to work then, is it? 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 25, 28, 31, 34. It's 34. So when the achievement gets to 33, we need to do something. Okay? But first we need to add this. This needs to be added to the stats page. Otherwise it's going to break the game. Set up, no, stats. Stats. This thing. DS map add 0. Cool. Load should work fine. Stats reset. DS map replace this with 0. Save should be fine. Update. That should be fine. Update. Check it with the. Hmm? Oh, because it runs at the end of the level, so it updates all the stats. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So now we've got that achievement box on being created. If that is equal to this, what we need to do is DS map okay, how do you do this? Don't remember. Just look at the again. Tell me. Stats. Updates. No, it just says to do it like that. Okay. Stats. Let's call this. What? Where does it get current value from? Oh, it pre-works out. Okay. So what I want is I don't want it to. Let's go space in front of it. Current value is equal to this. That's a variable. And I want you to say that +1. Right, and then no, it's not the tracker, it's the Q, the controller. No. Achievement view. Is it the tracker that does it then? It tells it to do this and then adds that to the thingy. Okay, so this comes to the box. Right, so next I want you to push onto this. Perfect game. Same here. Look for perfect game. Oh no, space in there. Pretty sure that's how I've got it spelled. We'll just copy it in just to make sure. Yep. Cool. Right, so now the last thing we have to do is we have to go and add this down to every single achievement. So let's just copy that. To there then. Okay, don't copy that bit then. There we go. There we go, getting somewhere. I need every one of these. One scored. Create a new thing called achievement count. I want to increase the score. The score won't be tracked, obviously, in your stats page. Well, it is tracked in the stats page. You just don't get to see it in the stats page. As far as I'm aware, I'm not actually sure if it auto-populates all that information or if I actually told it to do it. If it auto-populates, I'm annoyed. If it doesn't, brilliant. Because you don't need to see a number counting how many achievements you have. You can just count them yourself. Lazy bastards. Not like you can score this achievement anyway at the moment because it's not being tracked here. Right, so 100% of the floor is on the end screen. End screen and create. Same here. And there's some in the shop. Characters. Shop. It's in the purchase button, I believe. We have to change how this works as well now. Update stats, total bought, report 1. There we go. I am hungry. that is a problem. Scuff House is not open. And the shop is not open. I am going to have to go off camp to get something to eat, some food. So that should all now work. Oh. Really, I should have that save after you do one of those. Because there's potentially it's going to break the game each time. So what I'll do is start save. Whenever an achievement is earned, the achievement saves. I need to run the stats save as well. So it protects any achievements that are now being logged. Okay, so that should get that working. I did add the achievement count. That's reset. Yeah. Update stats. Yeah. Cool. So that should now all work. See, I need to come in here and I need to reset my stats. Does it? Good, it doesn't. It's based on what I've put in, not based on... Oh, we've had a message. Sorry about that. It's... Hello, it's me again. How are you? Ah, it's Milky. We're all good. We're all good. Things are progressing rapidly. I mean, we're learning quite a lot. I mean, we're learning things like DS mapping and such, finally. Revolutionary. I love this whole thing. I can use it as an array. That I can name things, and then I can store that information in an actual array. So for my other game I'm working on, where basically, I should be able to get it up. Save this project. I'll show you my other game. This is a very slow building game I'm working on elsewhere, mostly because of costs. Game Maker, Monster Farmer. So this is not being worked on today. This game that I'm about to show. This is just so I can show the abuse I've put into this coding. Is it Monsters? No, it's not in Monsters. It is in Setup. As you can see here, from this nice chunky piece of code here, this is an array of everything in the barn. Each part of the array is an array. It's a 2D array showing name, age, and then these. And I've literally had to write this note up here to remind me what this means. Put numbers up because I can never remember what any of this means. But now, because I know how DS mapping works, and I will show this for people who are watching and don't understand what DS mapping is. The Game Maker, back to Dungeon Cleaner. So now what you can get is if we come into my achievements, achieves. This is DS mapping. Essentially, you create the map. Just create a map, and then you say, "Hey, I want you to add this. This is the name." Well, you say add. This is the global variable. Say that you created up here. The name of the thing you want in it, and the value. So then next time when I want to look it up, and I can do DS map lookup or whatever it's called, DS find value. Basically, I can go in here and say DS find value, look in that achievement, look for that particular name, and it gives me the number. So when I'm going through all my codes, I'm like, oh, what's the code for the arms? What was the number for the arms? So I remember what the arm looks like. I can just now put in DS find value of this within this, go to this array, find this value, and then look for that arm, and then just type in left arm or something, or look for the left arm. So it's amazing. I'm so glad I found DS mapping. I'm glad somebody spoke to me about it. I'm glad I read through it. It's amazing. Why have we got 38 errors? Oh, it's doing that again. This is something I will need to figure out what's going on. Why does it keep doing this? I mean, that just cleared itself as soon as I looked at it. But these ones, things like that, where I make an array, a global array, and it's sat there like, oh, that's not an array. It's done it again here, and now it's cleared itself. Now I've got 30 errors again. It's gone further up. But see, it's not like in the global slot numbers. For some reason, no, it's mostly this is what I hate. It's global OR keys. For some reason, it absolutely hates that array. I don't understand why. It's a good array. So, that is that. We've got another achievement in. Well, it's not technically unlockable because, I'll say, the last achievement in the list is... Second to last achievement is not unlockable currently due to me not having a high score set yet. I've not actually played my game fully, so I've not seen what my score can be. It'll probably come in the next update. It'll be in before version 2.0 gets released. And as a reminder for everyone that's at home, remember, version 2.0 I will first release to my Patreons. Well, actually, no, 2.0 I'm going to release to everyone. Everyone gets it for free. But then when 2.1 comes out, that will be released to my Patreon subscribers. Then when 2.2 comes out, that will also go to Patreon subscribers. 2.3 comes out, the Patreon subscribers gets that. And then 2.1 gets released to anybody who's paid for the game previously. So what you'll essentially get is like when, say, 2.10 comes out, 2.10 gets released, 2.8 gets released to anybody who's previously paid for the game. So if you bought the game back in version 2.1, you get 2.8 now. So that's my Steam, off the Steam page, it's off my itch.io page, it's off every Patreon page. Anything you've previously purchased this on, you can get 2.8. It's always 2 editions behind the current edition, and then 2 editions behind that, maybe 3 editions. So 2.6, 2.5 will then be free for everyone. So if you want to keep playing the game for free, be my guest. You can play it for free. I will not stop you from playing this game for free. It just means you won't have the latest content. And it also means then if there's a bug in your game, it's going to be a while till it gets fixed, because I will be fixing it, and that bug will then be released to the modern version, which you won't get for a while. But outside that, like I say, it's free to play. This game will always have a free to play option, because I always believe there should be a free to play option. It's like any phone. Well, this game was originally intended to be a phone game. It's not a phone game yet. It will be coming. 2.0 will be the release of phone and Steam. And that's when the hard part begins, because basically, well, actually no, because then I could put on the marketplace the you've already paid for it version, because basically if you bought it on the phone marketplace, you got it. And then my Patreon subscribers then can get the modern version as a... I forgot what the name of the files that we run to get games. Is it XML? No, XML's a spreadsheet. Someone tell me what those games are called. Well, whatever it is that you download, you know, the games you download to do things. Oh, somebody messaged me. Messaging me. Anyway, so that's that done. Next thing I want to continue working on is my controller. Technically, we have the controller in and working. So it's safe to pull out the older knockoff controller. Oh, no. And we go into options, controls, and we swap to controller. Then I can come back Game. Campaign. Random. See, I'm having to use the mouse. No, it doesn't look like this is fully working. It's not fully working currently. Why are you not registering the controller? Has my controller become unplugged? You should be registering the controller. Why are you not registering? As soon as the game starts, it should see a controller. Slot is set to slot 4. Yeah, that's my controller. Okay. So new campaign, random. That works. No, I don't want to. Controls, key controller. It might be that I've just not set it up to do. No, still not working. Huh. The controller thing stopped working. We need to fix that. Why is controller not working? It should be working. I definitely had this working. I had the arrow buttons working. Options. Controls. Controller. Yep, it understands the buttons. Yep, definitely understands the buttons because it's deleting buttons. It's not letting me click on interact. There we go. Oh, Jesus. So let's see why this. There you go, it's working now. I don't know why it wasn't working before. What was the last button I pressed? The last button I pressed was pause, wasn't it? Which is 32778. What have I got it saved down on here? So, steps, create. So the pause button should be this one, 32778. Yep. God knows. Look into that, figure out why it did that. Yeah. One, why are you set to that? You shouldn't be set to that. You should be set to a number. You should all be set to numbers. Oh, the other thing I want to set up is a default button. So that way, if you press this button, it does. So if you come in here and press controls and you get default, okay, press default. It goes. Right, so give me a second here. Somebody's last one. It's just somebody saying that the internet's going haywire, so when the guard thing comes up, can I post them a shift? First, second, or fifth? If they go on the 5th, that's the slot I wanted. They either want to go first so they can disappear straight after, or they want to be able to disappear and then come in as late as possible. Right, so I want to figure out why those controls weren't working to start with. It should have been. Let's see. Oh well, of course it's not going to work right now because I'm not set to control mode. So yeah, because it's not working again. Of course now I don't have access to escape. I need to make sure that always comes up as well. That's something I do want. So let's go to the Gobbo. I'm going to make a slight change to his commands for this. I essentially want to get rid of that line. Actually, no, because I only want that to come on if the control is actually enabled. Whereas the escape key should always be enabled. If press not all keys 4, if they press VK, let's go escape. So that way, no matter what, if you press escape, the menu will still come up. Mm-hmm. However, I realise now I just fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. Because if you change it, then it doesn't work, is it? So let's do it that way. Go. VK escape. That way, the escape key will always be the exit key. Unless actually, if the array contains VK escape. If it contains it, if it does not contain VK escape, then do that. Please. Oh, so I need to put the actual array, don't I? Oh, keys. Oh, so if it doesn't do it, then it still pauses. But if it does have it, then it pauses. Right, so just so that I can pause it when it needs to be. So if I press escape now, it comes up, right? Because it is in these one of my controls. But if I say make escape, now actually no, let's make escape the button, for instance. Tools contains E, pause can be Q. Right, so in this case, because the escape key is assigned elsewhere, it's assigned to Q, it's assigned to a letter, it doesn't work. But Q still brings it up. But then if I assign that back to W, we don't have that anymore. So my keys are assigned as normal. I have my Q button, yep, that works. If I press escape, it also works. That way it always gives us an escape menu if we need it. That's more so if you, like a situation there where the controller wasn't working, then it will allow for you to get it to work again. Still don't understand why the buttons weren't working. Because at the stage it's running this, slot is set to 4. That should be telling it what control slot to go to. Edit, find and replace, search, find all. This line should only be coming up once. This line here. So it looks for it. It finds it. Well, it displays all the different ports. It goes through all the ports. It finds the one that's got a controller connected to it. And if it's that, it assigns slot number to that. If not, it goes back to -1. The controller found. But it does find it, and it does set it to the slot number. But then it just doesn't want to respond to those button presses. Something's going different to what I expect. Best way to look at that then is go to controls, controller. No, oh wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Debug mode. Debug mode. What was I doing? Controls, controller. If I pause it, we go to our variables. We go in order, so all keys come to the top. So up is 32781 currently. 32781. It's one more less than what it currently is. So if I click on there and click up, and click on pause it, 32781. That's a change. New game, campaign, random. No, but now I'm doing that. Now it understands the controller. As soon as I tell it to assign any keys to it, it just understands the entire controller. And currently, oh wait, no, controls, controller, back. You see, it's not currently understanding the controller. But if I go in there and click up, assign any key, all of a sudden the controller works. That's very weird. So why is it doing that? It shouldn't be doing that. What have I got this doing? So it's selected. And it's waiting for a button, keyboard. Else if one. If one, controller is connected into slot. Goes through the buttons. If one of the buttons is pressed on one of the slots, temporary V-Ray now gains it. And little slot equals slot. Have I not assigned this bit early on? It should be there. And it gets the temporary variable and it sets the rest. Show debug of that. Sets all keys to temp 2. Bloody one time. Oh no, it's deleting the old one, set it to 0, and then assigning 90 temp. Temp is the button pressed, correct? Yes. I am telling it to set slot number to slot, but I swear to God. That's what I'm doing. I've missed. Find all. Go to this. Yes. Okay. Run. No, not run. I think it's a problem with that. Maybe the I isn't setting it correctly. Maybe it's like setting it to 3 or something, or server 4. And control. If I pause this now, variables, and I want the slot number. Slot number is currently set to -1. That's strange, because it should be set to 4. So that's why it's not doing it. So something's going wrong in the setup. No, wait, no. Oh, I see. Right, I see what's going on here. So what it's doing is it's running this, and it's going through all the different slots. It's getting to slot 4. It's assigning the slot number to be number 4. And then on the very next step, it's unassigning it, because it's now checking slot 5, and it's like, nope, slide 5 doesn't exist. So what I need to do is I need to add a break. And that should stop the loop from running. Oh, shit. In debug mode. So now, if I come into here, pause it, and go to my variables, and I go to my slot number again. Where is it? Slot number is still 4. Nice. So now, if I go in here, campaign, random, this shouldn't work. Oh, it would work if we were in draw mode. Sweet, it works. That was a minor oversight on my behalf. There is one thing though I need to check. Give up, quit, which I've not actually looked into yet, and this is just me wanting to check something to see how it looks. Good tutorial, but let me teach you the basics. Your job is to clean the dungeon of any spills. The more you clean, the more you get paid. Make sure you put up above. Pulls require these, any water source. As for the other messes, you need a feather duster for webs and broom for bones. If you have the tool for the job, you can cycle through them using the circle button. Yes! It does actually change it to say use circle. Nice. So as you can see, I'm now playing the game with the controller. And everything should work. I'm going to click here. Yep, so I can interact. Oh. So I can go up and speed things up. I can change the shop. But I can't do anything with there. As you can see, I can't change any options. If I pause the game, I can't do anything here. That's what I want to work on now. I want to get them in and working. So I do believe I've started programming these. I think I did that. Just do that and then push that. There we go. So what I've got set up in here, create event. The game, is it in the create event or have I got it in the CS event? No, there we go. Okay, well, control select options, control select menu. Yeah, because that's the initial setup. Yeah. So I'm gonna have like a menu number, and then it will basically just go, hey, I want you to keep track of what menu we're on, and that's gonna set these two variables. Yeah. Now, how was I going to do this? I was going to do this as a new object. Object. Menu control. You're going to get created when the setup file was made. Wait, do I want it to do that? I want it to that way for the menus. Yeah, because I just have to. Yeah, that looks fine. That will work. So when this gets created, it creates all its stats. Blah 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 blah. Instance create. Oh. No, I need to put layer. What's the layers in this? I don't know. So we'll change it to depth because I know them. X, Y, 0. What's the next one? I believe it's object. Yep, and then I want you to create the menu controller. There's no O in controller. New name. Menu control. Why is it still not working? There we go. Yeah, I want you to create this menu controller. Right. First thing I want you to create is I want you to create a previous menu. Just a temporary stat. And then if previous menu is not equal to global dot current menu, I think it's called, yep, then you are to run this command. That way it's not consistently trying to update itself. Global dot current option, I think it is. Oh, I can't remember. No, it's these ones. Wait, what's the current option? Because that sounds like something I would have used. Current. Find all. Global dot current. Anyway, if it's not equal to that, then what I want you to do is I want you to do something. If wait, the first thing I want you to do then is I want you to make previous menu equal this. If previous menu is equal to 1, then do that. Okay, so that is now going to do that. And then from this point onwards, we can tell it to update these stats based on what menu we enter. Right. Thinking. Is there a way we can make the mouse invisible? There must be a way to make the mouse invisible. Right, so let's have a look. Game Maker. Mouse. Mouse view, mouse get X. Mouse clear. What's this do? This function clears the current state of given mouse button. Nope. See, that'd be good for rapid fire. Mouse leave? This function from the code and specific event with the this is really the code. There are many options. No idea. EV mouse. No. Display mouse set. With this function, you can change the set position of a mouse within the game display, which can be useful for FPS games. For example, this function will only work while the game is in focus on tab. Huh. Okay, well, I was hoping was then I could just like tell it, hey, move the mouse to these positions. It doesn't like I can do it. I can make the mouse go to positions, but the mouse will always be this way. So I want the mouse to be invisible. Then, right, so other options then is I have to basically have it say, hey, if this is this, do this. Yeah. Okay, let's add that code first. And so if global controller menu greater than or equal to 1, meaning it's on a menu. 0 will be 0 menus in the game. And do that. And I want you to do this. If game had, and is it one word, gamepad? Yes. Button, check, press, and UB all, no, global, dot, all keys, 0, that's up. Oh, in global dot slot number. So if you press up, then this minus. Else if you press number 1, which is down, so down, left, right, plus. That's one to go down. So I always want you go back to page 1. So from this point now, give me some extra code here. Do that. Right, so if global selected is ever equal to 0, meaning it's gone off the page, then global dot selected right now. Control selected becomes equal to control options. Global control options. Else, if that ever becomes larger than this, it's gone too far, then I want you to set yourself back to 1. So you've gone to the bottom, you press down and it's gone. However, yeah, because it's a 0, it needs to be 0, because there is the option to have -1 when you've gone over it. Yeah, because there's no going right when it comes to my menus. There's only ever left for things like reset or default. Right. So now I need it to understand what to do, how to move about the menu. So, if essentially I need this to say in each of the buttons, if this and this, then this will be selected. How have I got this done? Menu buttons, button, step, draw. Select thing. Yeah, so it just becomes select 1. I'll select 0. If global.conboard, meaning controller board, is equal to 1. Wait, is it 1? I can't remember which way around I've got. I can't remember. 0 is keyboard and then 1 is controller, if it's 1, 2. So I didn't put that in debug mode. Debug mode. Options, controls, pause, conboard. Ignore that word where it says cheats. It never worked. I disabled it for 0. I've just left it in there because it's a legacy thing. It will someday be fixed. There will be cheats in the game. Right, so menu. So if it's 1, meaning controller. Right, so let's just run this for now. So it's new option achievement credit. If global dot menu is equal to 1, meaning it's on the main menu. If global dot controller selected is equal to 1, and name equals Campaign. Wait, is it campaign? Or is it new game? It's just new. Shouldn't be new, it's game, to be honest. So if blah blah blah, then underscore select with one. Yes, that should just be game, not new. Because that's going to say load. You can edit it slightly. And the word new. Replace it with game. Any other references to new? No. Button controller. 8. Game. Should hopefully work again. This is game, stats, back, game, back. Yeah, it works. And so, as we will say, buttons, step. New. If so, I know there's 5 options. 2, 3, 4, 5. Else if I should actually put else if for all these. It's 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should be game. What was the others? I forgot already. I forgot my menu. Option, achievements, credits, but options, achievements, credits, quit. Okay, see, seems good so far. Options, controls, controller, back. I see it's not working still. Let's see if that fixes it. Still not working. Right. Menu control. Keep this persistent. There's no equal to previous menu. System menu. Blah blah blah. This should set that up. If global menu is greater than 1, press 0, it should minus 1 off it. Press down, it should plus 1 on it. If it's equal to 0, control options. Menu. Soon find out what's going wrong here. This should. Oh, it works now. Oh, it's credit, not credits. 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 What control needs to create the credits button. Probably credits. It's credits. So I should flip through them. Cool. So they work. Right, so back to the controls. Other number is 0. If right now, I just want to go that. That's a control thing. Another if. Left and right. Right, so if number 2 is pressed or number 3 is pressed. So if number 2 is pressed, then and global dot selected. No, control selected is greater than 0. And this becomes equal to -1. I'm just going to steal this bit here. Put that here. If you press 3 and it is less than, then I want you to set yourself to be other number. And before you do this, other number is going to equal this. So that way it knows to flip back. So you can go back probably. Yes, so it sets that to what it currently is, which is -1. And when you go back, it puts itself back. You should need to go up and down. This you need this can go outside the brackets. This is a guaranteed. Wait. No. Control menu is this. Right. So we can't have this on every single one. That's not going to work then. Right. If controller menu, control menu is equal to 1, then you can do this. Okay. Now back to this. There. Else if it's equal to -1, and this is stats should now highlight that. Right, I need to check see my messages come through yet. Oh, there we go. What's this? No, just reports. I haven't actually asked about tomorrow's guard yet. Nobody has controls. Controller. Okay. So that's going to be annoying. That's why I want to disable the mouse. Press the goes there, press right, goes back. Cool. Cool. Now I need to figure out how to run things if I press A. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if I do this, into each option now. Let's copy a bit there. Control C. So kind of like that. It's a little bit quicker than me. And for each option. And it does that, right? So essentially what I need to now do is I need to run the same commands as what it would normally do. So if game pad button check and pressed, it will be global.all keys up, down, left, right, escape, tools, interact. So 6. If number 6 is pressed, then I want you to do this. I have to go after every select. Why is it being weird? Oh, I know why. Global.slot number. I have to go after every select one. Starting to realise I should have actually copied the original code. And so I should copy this bit here. So that is actually pretty squared away. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, Control C. I'm going to paste it down the bottom. I'm going to star it out. So start. That way I have a baseline for every other one. Right, so if game is pressed, I have to find the button labeled game. I want you to run all of this. I'm only going to do it with 1 to start with, just so we can see how well it works. So, if I go to my controls now, and I set the gamepad up, if I press options, press A, the interact button, it does nothing. Either one of them does anything. Okay? If I go to game and press X, and it goes to the next menu. Nice. Nice. It works. It's just going to be a long ass piece of code. So the point I'm thinking, oh no, it would be better off just staying in here. Next up is options. I was thinking of putting it as a line of code elsewhere, no one referencing it, but it's going to be very difficult to do that, to be honest. Because there's a lot of clicking back and forth. Achievements. Campaign. Every one of these is, yeah, there we go. It's a really big box, and I have to do a bigger box for it. This one is credits. Should really make a note of all of these different menus so I can make sure I get them all done. I've got the quit button and we've got the stats button. Just a game end. And stats. And this one, options. Stats. So I am now going to go through all of the different menus and I'm going to take note of them. Where is the notepad? My notepad is in my that's I was supposed to wash my bed. Right then, so we have. Let's go to the food. Yep. So we've got main menu, really. Two. Stats. Don't think there's anything in the stats menu. There is not. Credits. Achievements. Options. Just got that control menu in there. Tap it out so that I know it's a menu within the menu. The game. Then you got the campaign. Blank. Time attack. And then there's timed mode. Oh, I just realised we're going to have to fuck around with the seed, aren't we? This is going to be a nightmare to control. Essentially, what we're going to have it do is have the first one selected, and then as you press up and down, go up and down things. Then when you press right, go to the next one. Press left, it goes to the last one. For it to only move you on if you press the X one. Well, if everything's filled in and you press the X one. That's going to be a nightmare to do. Well, let's get those ones. Oh, and number 12 will be the pause menu. Pause menu. There's other menus as well. 13 is the shop menu. Then you've got end screen. That one should be easy. 14 is game over. Right, so not too bad. Not too bad. It's just a lot to do. Right, so what I'm thinking next is, because that's a part of this. If control menu is setting one, yeah, select. Needs to go after this. Else, if this. Oh shit. Else, if you are on menu 2, which is our stats menu, I should say back. Okay, and now we need to go to the controller. If, alright, let's just go with this. Else, if equal to 2, then this becomes. Right, let's just see if that works. So you work up and down. Stats. It did not work on stats. Why did the stat one not work? Two. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because even though we set that, global dots control menu is equal to 2. No, equal to 2. In this case, it's equal to 1. Nice. So that should now work. So let's try that again. Controls, back to controller, back. So move around, stats, it's highlighted back, press back. Didn't do anything. Up and down. If I press back, it doesn't do anything. Right, have I not programmed it to do? No, I've not programmed it to do the back bit yet. I see. I see. I see. Well, this is where it gets clever. Because now I take all of this. Actually, let's need to do that. I just need to take this a little bit. So I just realised that it's not going to be running the entire frigging thing because it's only working on very specific menus. So, that situation, control goes back to 1, it deletes all these ones. So, the stats button should now work. I hope. Controls. Okay, so it works, goes to stats, we go back. Nice. Nice and simple. Now, here's where it gets even more clever. Because not only does the stats menu do that, credits can do that as well. Because it's just running the same command. So let's change that to 2. Achievements can do the same thing as well. So we've got it on. No, I need this. This bit's this I need. So that's clear. Credits can do it. Achievements can also do it. Until I start adding some extra bits to the achievements. When I add the extra bits to the achievements, that's when we need to start playing around with stuff. I'm going to get rid of all those numbers now. 222. Options is going to be 3. So hopefully now, all those menus should now work. Just give them a bit of a test, make sure I'm not screwed up. Achievements back, credits back, stats back. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to the top. It would be nice if it actually took me back to that number. But it doesn't. But, you know, this is how it works. Okay, so that brings up 4. Now, the music one is going to be difficult because we need to have sliding stuff. Also, we need left and right for thinking. I'll figure this out. But at least we can flick through the controls on this. So I'm thinking essentially. There is no technical highlight for that. You can just be on it and then you just press left and right and do it. Then I don't want it to go to the reset to back. I guess we could always have it set so, hey, if you're on back, then you can do it. The same way how we got it on this one, where it says, hey, you need to run this very specific menu to be able to do it. In other words, yeah, if you're on menu 1, you can use this. So let's have another one then. The next one coming up is menu 3, which is our options. If menu 3 and selected, wait, global dot control selected is equal to, I'm just going to say 1 for now because I don't know what the option is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. If it's 5, then you can do that and you go to -1. If not, then you come back. Okay. Oh wait, no. See, if its control is selected, it's 5. Yeah. So copy this. Or this. Or if it's -1. Either situation, then you can do it. If it's on 3, then that is 5 options. Just run. I'm just checking to make sure it runs. I know it's not going to do anything yet because it's not programmed. Right. Buttons. Step. Another version of this again. Right, so if on menu 3, was it full screen? I think it's the first one. Is it even a button or is that a P button? I still think it's based on name now. I think it's called full screen. Three would be music. Three is control, sorry. So your controls. So you don't want to be selected because you're not a thing. You don't have a name either. If it's 2, then this does this. You have to be slightly different. What was after controls? I forgot. Controls map type back. Map type back. You are reset. So that should work for system 3 now. Options, controls, keyboard, back. Options. Didn't work. Yeah. I didn't think it would work. I'm surprised because I could have sworn that was a back one. So when you press options, time, options, it creates the button control. Right now, it creates settings. Object settings. You create a P button with a name. Full screen. Ah, that's why. Getcha. Because this isn't going to do anything because that is not a button. You are a P button, I believe. Forgot already. Yeah, P button. Oh no, there is some buttons in there. There's controls. You're a button. Reset is. And buttons is. Back one is. Right, so. The only one that doesn't need doing then is button. No, it's full screen and map type. So full screen can go. You can go for now. You can stay. Map type can go. And I think reset was. I'll take a break in a second. Back button was, yes. Just map type. And full screen it wasn't. No, so that should be working now. Controls. Back. No, it's not working. Options. No, it's not working. What have I done wrong? Debug mode. Back. Oh, is it because I've not told options? Right, I think I know why. Options. Global dot menu, no, control menu was equal to 3. Now it should work. Just didn't know what to do with it. Never seen that before. So some full screen, music, controls, classic map, back, reset. Cool. So we can get the back button working. We can get the reset button working. We can get the controls button working. Now we just need to get the others to work. Okay, so where's the reset command? So reset. Controls. Time attack. Let's take back one for now. I can't see controls. And those rebels. Controls. Yeah, I'm going to create this. Okay. That doesn't matter for what I'm currently doing, but yeah, that should now work. And so the options, controls, control, back. So options, back. See what it's doing there because I've not programmed that back button properly. So option 3. Where's the back button? There it is. Global dot control menu Needs to. No, we go on again. Let's try it again, shall we? Options, controls, controller. Back. Ooh, wait. Alright, so options. Back. Works. Controls takes me to that page. Cool. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute here. When we get back, we'll finish programming those buttons. Oh, we missed another message from somebody. Damn it. Did that even come up? It did. I do apologize. I did not see your message. Oh well. There we go, guys. I will be literally 2 minutes. I just need to go to the toilet. As soon as I get back, we will continue programming these controls. Oh, shit. Fuck. And we're back in. God, I'm getting tired. Just got all my stuff ready. I was about to go to the shop and I was like, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Can't do that. So that's that section done. Right, so next we need to do this. We need to select a chunk of this. Select all of it, really. Actually, no, let's just select this bit. Right, let's go to the P buttons, which are in the pause menu, pause. This should work exactly the same if I've done it. Yeah, cell 1. Cool. So, remove this. So, COM board is 1. If we're on menu 3, so we don't need. Wait, no, 1 is full screen. So, yes, so if 1 and named full screen, then yeah, select do something. 2 is the slider, so we're going to need to do that elsewhere. 3 is controls. Or I don't remember. But we don't need this last little bit anyway. There's only like 2 buttons that I needed doing. Oh, it's the bracket somewhere. Where? Nah, it's not. Where the brackets there? Run. 1 is full screen, 2 controls, 4 is map type. I didn't think that was a button, I thought that was a. Didn't know that was a P button, I thought that was a regular button. We'll soon find out. Keyboard. So now we've got that. Music, controls. Yeah, I'm sorry. So now we just need to get those 2 buttons programmed, and we need to do something about the music thing. It needs to like highlight itself or something. Right, so and the command full screen. If full screen, do this. If not, do this. Go down. Select 1 if this. Why have I got a double bracket? That needs to go there, that needs to go there. What's it? What's? That's for that one, that one's for that one. That is for that. That is for that. What's it? What the fuck am I doing? Wait, what? That's our place. There we go. That's right. And then we need the one for map type. Wait. Oh, I fucked up. So I don't need that one. I don't need that, and I don't need this bit here. That doesn't belong there. Let's get the fuck out of there. Right, you match to that. You match to that. That's it. You match to that. You match to the else. Yeah, cool. There you go there. Run. Okay, no problem so far. Keyboard. Options. Cool. So that's all working so far. Nice. So next we've got controls. That's going to be an absolute bloody nightmare. It's going to be all over the bloody place. I might have to draw this one out and work out where the buttons are going to go. Oh, I'm just misclicked. What's going on? The hell? Why have I got to be that low down to be able to run the game? The hell's going on? There we go. So we'll come in here, we've got this. Right, so you up there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1. Right, so I'm going to have to do this one slightly different. Okay, yeah, I've worked that out. It's not too hard. Okay, so let's go back to the buttons. So the control menu is going to be menu number 4. And just run out a little bit. Right, so there's controls. Global dot control menu equals 4. Yeah, it's going to be slightly more complicated, this one. Right, so, menu controller. Else if. So if we're on menu number 4, then 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 52. Wait, no, it's 1, 11, 12. 1, 11, 12, 22, 32, 42. Maximum option is 42. It's the only time where the controls are going to have to change. And global.control menu is not equal to 4. Any other control menu, but not number 4. Else if controller is exactly 4, now we've got this weird one. Wait. Yeah. Right, so this is where it's going to get weird and wonderful. That's 11. So I'm going to say 10. Right, so essentially, I need to rewrite this. So the up down controls need to be different. Right, so if you're going up, or minus up there. If you're going down, it's plus 10. Else if that's minus, and this will be plus. That will be left, right. So there's the numbers. Well, within this command structure, that one. I have enough things to do. I need to do some logic. So if this is ever equal to 0, then I want you to become 1 immediately. Can you stop going back and forth, please? Thank you. Just become 1. I'm going to put you in full screen because you start to remind me of everything else. Right, so. Just get my phone out. I've already missed one person saying hello, and. No, it's my. It hasn't paused now. But I don't like missing people saying hello. It's kind of rude. Right, so. In this situation, but only in the situation we're on menu 4. If you're 1, become 1. If I say if little if global if you mod 10, I take a number and I mod 10 it. if that returns as a 0, that is equal to 0. That means you're on like 0, 10. At that point, I want you to just focus. Cool. So that means then 0, 10, and 20 won't exist. So we'll all of them, to be honest. So you can't go left. Right. Now, do it like that. Else if mod this, so returns a 4 greater or equal to 4 minus. So never go above 3. Right. No, because then it's going to go above and then it's going to take a few steps to get back in place. Though it should never go that far anyway. No, it'll be fine. Yeah, because it shouldn't go above ever. Because the only way you'd be able to do that is if you was able to press down left twice in the space it takes it to 1 frame on this, but then it wouldn't be able to register it quick enough for this to know to move you over 2 frames, because it would go, yep, move over a frame, oh, move them back. So yeah, we should be good. Right, so else if global dot controller selected is greater or equal to 2, and this is less than or equal to 9, if those, then I want you to global dot controller selected equal 1. Alright, so that's line 1 done. Lines 2 and 3 should be fine. There's 4. See, this could be a problem. Because if it's on that one, I press diagonal. If I add, it shouldn't be adding. Should be fine. Zero should push it to that. So if it's on 31 plus plus, it's on 41 plus plus. These shouldn't be else's either. These should all be being checked at all times. So let's take another one. So if color selected is equal to 31, then I want you to equal 32. If it's equal to 41, then I want you to become 42. It goes to the 2 section. What's this set to going greater than? Yeah. This is fine. And I'm going to do the exact same thing again. But this time if it's 33, 43, then it's set to 43. Okay. That should give me controls. Cool. Let's just give it a quick run, make sure it understands what it's doing. It's not going to fuck up. It should be active now. Cool. Alright, so where's my sidebar's gone? I don't want this one. Because what I want is controls, which I believe is P1. This is not a P1. What is P1? Wait. Do I have two? Why do I have two versions of this? If I copy, control, and delete this, what does that do? Because there shouldn't be two versions of that button. No, there's one version there still. Works fine. Game mode campaign, random. There's a version of it there. So why is it creating two versions? Back. I don't understand why there's a second version of it there. And it looks like it does exactly the same as the other one. Buttons. I think it's just because it's a pause menu. It'll be fine. Alright, so controls takes you to page 4. I can use both versions of it. Just means that I have to make sure that the back button does what it's supposed to do. Because that back button takes you to this one. And the other back button doesn't. So those are key buttons as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's get the correct typing up. O controller. Create. It creates con buttons. buttons. I believe these work the same way. They don't. That is a problem. Ah. Now, how am I going to do this? Uh. Okay. That's going to generate all this. Alright, I've just realised another problem we're going to have. Because this is going to allow for us to move around and select things. But if I just select it as get to it, then it's going to do shit. Because I don't want to press left and it like, oh, you've selected this one. These delete shit. Also, another problem we're going to get is if you remove the X key, might interact one. Instead, say like you decide to assign the pause memory to interact one. At that point, you won't be able to interact. I guess just love the mouse technically. I realise you can't see me because I'm laying down. So how am I going to make this section work? What I could do, let me see now. Juice in my pot noodle. Yeah, now you're going to see my belly. Okay, what I could do is I could do it as whilst you're using controls that it doesn't create a permanent variable, but it creates a temporary state, so you can consistently use X to move shit around. And then you have to click accept. And that's when it applies it. Highlight. 7. No, no, select zeros. Okay. Highlight equals 0. Step. If I'm trying to get myself in a position where you can see me, but I can still remain like down. If global, oh, can't spell. My hands are in a bad position. Dot menu, nope. Control selected. Yeah, I'm in a bad position for you guys again. Be back there. So if that is equal, oh, no, for God's sake. So if the control selected equals 1, highlight oh, for God's sake, I don't know where any of this shit is. Okay, they're the directions. Up, down, left and right. 5. I think you're the escape key. Alright, you're really high up. Yep, you're the escape key. You're my tools key, you're my interact key. Right, so 5. Highlight equals 5. Else if it equals 11, no wait, oh, no, because that's a fucking different thing, for God's sake. So it's not 11, but 11 is that. And 12 is highlight 1. Uh, 12? Yep, and then 13. That would be my 1, 6. 1, 6. Now I need to do this line again with an extra else if. I'll just copy that one. One, 2, 3. Right, so if numbers 21, 22, I did not type 21 correctly, 21, 22, 23, then you become numbers 2, 3, 4. Once more. And you are number 32. You become highlight number 7. I think that's correct. 7 should be the bottom one. It is, yes. Okay, so essentially what that's going to do is it's going to create this new highlighted number, which will then be used as like a selector for these, I think. So I'm going to open up a new workspace. I did not tell you to do that. So, okay, so draw. do like an extra highlight around them. How am I going to do this? How much space do I have? Between those ones, not a lot. So I could push them further down, push them further out, and do like a box around a box. At least them two would be nice and easy because they're just highlighted. Wait. No, let's do it. So, 10, 12. Did I put 32 on that? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I may need to rearrange that menu slightly. Right. If O underscore controller dot highlight is equal to button ID, and I want you to draw this. But now I want you to draw it bigger. So, say what, like 200 and 45. We'll work out the exact bit in a minute, but that will end it to be what, minus half, minus 4, and what, I increase this by this was maybe 28, so minus 10. I don't even know if this is going to work. Controls. Move over to controller. Let's go to the menu. Options. Controls. So it doesn't appear to be working yet. It should be though. Let's put it in debug mode. Options, controls. Press down once. Pause. Okay, so let's have a look at O controller. Highlight is 0. Where's highlight 0? It should be one of these. And so that means the controls aren't working. Right, so what is controller global controller menu variables? Controller menu is 4. Right, so you should be on this. Controller selected is on 1. Right, so if I press down, it should go to 11. It should be fine. But it's not. Also, it's still 1. So why are you not going down? I think I know why. I definitely know why. I hate the fact this is going to be a nightmare to select what I'm trying to select. Control C. Get rid of that. That should fix that. I hope. Let's see. So, options, controller, back. Okay. Options. Draws. Oh, it drew it over it. Okay. But it's giving me the ability to move. Can't press well. I broke the game. It's crashed. Oh, there we go. Okay, press stop. What? Something weird's going on with the calculations here because it's disabling my controls now and again. Oh, because it's probably going up to controller. Right, so it seems I have controls. I can't go below that. I can't go below interact. Something weird is going on with this. How it's trying to draw things, and I don't understand why it's trying to draw it above it. I was trying to draw it above it because it's the lesson that's being drawn. Now I'll draw it behind it. Controls. The only reason currently we have to go all the way back is because we don't have it enabled to always do stuff. Right. That looks good, but about 10 wide. Cool. So if we say it, I want you to actually be 10 wider than this in both directions. That's 112, or 212, should I say. And you're going to go 10 over. Hopefully it looks the same in that direction. If it does, then that's good to go. Back. Options. Controls. Yeah, looks fine. Cool. Now I'm just going to get these two to highlight when they're on the correct thing. And find out why that is not deleting it when it's no longer highlighted. I don't know why. Because it's selecting that. Else highlight equals 0, because it's not deselecting it. There we go. Right, so the question is where did I put those two buttons? I think one's the back button, coming from here. Question is where's the keyboard button coming from? If we actually go to this will tell us where it's coming from. No, that's just where they've come from. On type. There you are, your own thing. If global dot controller menu is equal to 4 and global dot controller selected is equal to 1, I'm selected becomes equal to 1. Nice and simple. Right, so if that is done, so I need that word that I just need the first bit. From 0. Then I need this piece of text. If global.comboard is equal to 1, execute all this. And then this is if game card button check press, and it is all. Oh wait, no, global dot all key. And my interact button is up, down, left, right, escape, tool, interact 6. And I always forget it. I always forget to put this bit in. Global dot slot number. You still need to do the back button. If I press X, it goes back to keyboard. You can always flip back and forth anyway. I would like to add one that immediately, if you press a button, swaps that. Any button on the controller. But that'll come later. Right, so finally, the last bits of this. All you do is set that one. So what puts the exit button in, and where does it come from? Button. Control. Just an O button. Back. What line is it in? Is it on line 2? Is it line 2? So if this is equal to 4, and that is equal to what? 1, 10, 11, 20, 21, 22, 32, 42. And you are a back button. Select yes. Right, so back button. And it's a very complicated piece of code. If array I don't know how this is going to work. Because normally the back button doesn't gain a select. It doesn't matter if it's got a select, it draws that. It only gains a select value if it does not. What I could do though, if global dot control selected is equal to 42, we draw another box. Which has spreads 1 and goes back 10 in each direction. 55, 22. I think it's an extra 20 in each of these. 20 and 22. So now, when we're over that, it should what's going on? Broken it somehow. And I didn't do it. That's going to be a problem now. So if we delete the right button, there's no way to get to the right. For instance, if we were to do this, now there's no way for us to get over to that side. Either way, we still need to move that back one bit. Because I added on. Why did I add on? Oh, what was I thinking? You can see you're trying to select it, but it's like, nope. I should have a temporary. But at least now we can navigate the menu. We just can't do anything with it. How long have we been streaming for? 3-4 hours. Right, I need to go get some food. So I'm going to say that's the end of today's stream. In my free time, I'm going to carry on working on these controls. We're going to get it so we can actually play around with things and actually interact with stuff. What else do we still need to work on? We still need to work on the controller for the rest of the menu as well, because we haven't got it going on any of this stuff yet. Also, I would like to do it so if you're on here and you press something on the keypad, that it immediately goes to the controller. And then if you're on here and you press something on the mouse, if you click the mouse or if you press one of the buttons, it immediately goes to keyboard setup. But anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me today. It's been a bit of a blast. We've improved quite a bit on there. I'm not going to put this version live just yet. I will put that up later. I want to fix the controls. Once the controls are in and working, then we'll put it on so that way you have keyboard support, controller support, as well as the keyboard. But until then, guys, I will see you all next time. Bye!